Hey guys, Matt here. Just let me move this chair. This is my movie review today of a movie. I was gonna review an Indiana Jones film today because I have also my DVD collection video that I made. But I just found this movie, and it's better than Indiana Jones. And I like this film better than the Christopher Nolan films. It's better than the Christopher Nolan Batman films. I don't know if my friend Rhino377's seen it, but came out in 1993, had a $6 million budget. It only made like $4 or $5 million. It's Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Came out in 1993, and a lot of people don't know that this movie came out in the movie theaters, the animated film. It's 77 minutes long. It had a $6 million budget, but it only made about $4 or $5 million. And the reason was because Warner Brothers didn't want to do a good marketing campaign. They didn't really do a good marketing campaign. But it did make back its budget with the VHS sales and all that. It made probably, maybe, I think that it made like $4.5 million. So, and then it made like $1.5 million back with DVD sales and this, so VHSs. So let's talk about Mask of the Phantasm. It's an origin story, and it's, you could say, basically connection. Basically, it's between the first and second season of the Batman animated series. So it's kind of a sequel to the series, but it's also an origin story. It's also, some people say that the animated series takes place after Batman Returns, like the animated series is a sequel to Batman and Batman Returns, and it could be, I don't know. But if it is, let's just say that Batman the animated series was a sequel to Batman from '89, then this is basically an origin story to that, because really we didn't have an origin story on screen for Batman. So basically the story is, basically there's this phantasm who basically is knocking off all the mob bosses, and basically people are blaming Batman for the deaths, and now the cops are have a warrant out for Batman's arrest, and so Batman has to try and catch this phantasm while the cops are looking for him, and a girl that he's basically named Andrea Belmont. Basically, Bruce fell in love with her before he became Batman, and something happened. I'm not going to spoil it all, but something happened with her family, and then they weren't. You get flashbacks throughout the film of what happened to Bruce Wayne and Andrea Belmont's relationship. But he was going to marry her, and it basically keeps escalating on. The Phantasm keeps knocking off mob bosses, and Batman keeps chasing her, and there's more flashbacks. And basically, Andrea Belmont and Bruce Wayne, they try to get back together, but then she's back in Gotham City now, and so Mark Hamill comes in the middle because he's trying to see what happened, because he was connected to what happened with Andrea. But it's not explained about that till yet. So basically, Andrea comes back. Batman, at the end, Mark Hamill basically kills one of the mob bosses and basically sets a trap for the Phantasm just to see if it was Batman, because he wanted to see if it was Batman, because one mob boss who he killed said that Batman's coming for him, and then he's coming for the Joker because his hands are as dirty as his. Because he took, basically what happened is Andrea's father got killed. She told Bruce Wayne that. She finds out that Bruce Wayne is Batman because she sees Batman at Bruce Wayne's parents' grave. And she basically finds out, and then they basically try to get back into a relationship, but it's not really working out. But basically at the end is, I keep saying basically a lot. The Joker took place in Andrea Belmont's father. In the flashbacks, he was basically one of the mob bosses or mob boss's friends, and he owed them money, and then they ran away right when Bruce proposed to her, and then her dad got killed by the Joker was one of the henchmen before he became the Joker, so he went and killed her father. So she went after Joker at the end after all the mob bosses were knocked off. She went off and tried to go after the Joker, and basically also at the same time Joker's trying to find out the Phantasm or Batman, whoever's killing these people, so he doesn't get knocked off next. And at the end, basically, the Joker, basically, and Batman fight, and Andrea is revealed to be the Phantasm. You're thinking it's her dad because her dad was basically owing them the mob money and all that. But no, that's not the case. Andrea is revealed to be the Phantasm because the mob killed her father, like I said, and go after Joker because the Joker killed her father because he was a henchman. And then there's a big brawl between Batman and the Joker, and at the end you see Andrea leave with the Joker. You don't know what happens to the Joker, but then it shows Andrea on the boat, basically going back to wherever she lives, and Batman on a rooftop, and then the bat signal shows up, and you just see him get out his grapple, shoot it to another building, and then fly towards you, and then it ends. That's a mouthful, but for 77 minutes, it's a lot. It's a great film. The fact that it's animated was really good, and I can't believe a lot of people didn't know it came out in theaters, but the animation was good. I think it's better than Christopher Nolan's film, and a lot of people will agree with me with that. Well, not a lot of people, but it's split. I mean, it's either some people think that Christopher Nolan's films are better or the animated series is better. Now, you can like both, I'm fine with that, but if I'm going to compare the animated series and Christopher Nolan's film, I gotta say the animated series is a better pick because I think it really follows the comics more, and I think it's the best interpretation of Batman of all time. And this was really a key point to the animated series and Batman in general, because it really explored his origin story, not like Tim Burton's, because Tim Burton's movies, he was already Batman and was Joel Schumacher's. This was basically Batman Begins animated. Like, you see him his first time encountering thugs, you see his first time basically seeing the Batmobile and him fighting thugs just as Bruce Wayne. And it basically shows that if Bruce was never going to be Batman, he was going to be just basically married to Andrea, but some things happened, and basically Andrea had to, Andrea left because of the thing that happened to her father, and basically Bruce Wayne, and one of the key parts of the movie that makes it really good is when Batman's putting on his costume, and then he puts on his mask, and then Alfred looks at him, and you don't know if he's frightened or if he's worried for his friend Bruce, for his friend that he's been raising, because basically I think it's either he's scared. I don't think he's really scared because he knows it's Bruce Wayne. I think he's more worried when he puts on the mask and looks at him, because that's his friend, and he's thinking like, is he going totally psycho? And basically you see another part that is really cool about the film. He's like, Bruce Wayne was talking to his parents' grave about him being happy, and he said, I've never thought me being happy, because Andrea came into his life, and he made a vow with his parents that he would fight crime, but then he said that, I'd just give more money to the police so they can hire more cops or something like that. But then you see like the strokes of light, like I can't really do the noise, but basically it's like they're angry at him, and basically he becomes Batman anyway. And Mark Hamill comes in at the middle for the Joker, and he really does steal the show of the movie. He steals the show, and it's written by, and then basically, so after, it came out on Christmas Day in 1993, and it made $4.5 million out of a $6 million budget. I mean, not a lot of people see it. Most of the people who've seen this movie think it's a straight-to-movie release, but it's not. It's a theatrical release. And I wish I was alive to see it, but I wasn't. But I think it's a leap of faith here, but I think it's better than Christopher Nolan's, because it really stresses that emotional feel. I mean, Christopher Nolan has emotional feel and all, but this movie really shows the emotional feel of Bruce and basically what his life could have been if he never was Batman. And it's just a great tale of mystery, how they keep the phantasm in mystery. And Mark Hamill comes in, I think I said this already, but Mark Hamill comes in the middle, and Mark Hamill completely steals the show in the middle of the film. Because he comes in the middle, basically to find out till the end. But yeah, Mark Hamill steals the show in the last half of the film. But it's a great movie. If you guys want to see a Batman film, like, you don't want to see any Christopher Nolan, you don't want to see any Tim Burton or Joel Schumacher, and of course no Batman and Robin, then check this film out. If not, I've seen Sub-Zero, but I haven't seen in a long time, but I heard it wasn't as good as this one. Or there's I have another one. I'm trying to look around for it. I don't know, but tonight I'm staying up all night from 8 o'clock at night until morning. I'm going to be watching all the Batman the Animated Series episodes on the first volume. So I'll watch that, but oh yeah. And then after that I'll be reviewing this Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, which is another Mark Hamill film. With basically the Joker comes back, but like I said, Mask of the Phantasm. It's a great film. I just found today, I totally forgot about it. It's definitely in my top 10 favorite films of all time now. I might have to scratch off. What freaking top 10 film? I might scratch off, I don't know. I think I have like maybe 8 or 9. Maybe I'll scratch off Friday the 13th because this movie's better than Friday the 13th. No, Halloween. I'll scratch off Halloween because I think this movie's better than that. So, if I have to place this in my top 10 favorite films of all time, it has to get at least the 4th place, I think. Yeah. This is my 4th favorite film of all time. I just placed it in there because I've seen a lot of films recently that I haven't seen in a long time, and this is by far the best one I've seen. It's better than Christopher Nolan. It's right up there with Tim Burton's Batman. It is. But if they just made it a little bit longer, honestly, if they just made it an hour and a half. Now, I love Tim Burton's Batman to death, but I love this one to death too. So if I have to pick one, like if they said they're going to kill my family if I didn't pick Mask of the Phantasm or Tim Burton's Batman. If I have to pick one. Oh, God. Jeez. Jack Nicholson steals is shown here. Mark Hamill steals is shown here. Frickin'. Oh, God. I can't decide. I really can't. That's how good this one is. That's how good this one is. If I have to pick one, it has to be this. Childhood film, like I said, but this one is just, so this is how it is. This film's right here, but this film is like right here. Just like, see, like a centimeter below it. See, like a centimeter below it. That's it. That's all it is, just a little centimeter. If you measure it, that's how I mark it. This much below it. This much. Just maybe because I just wanted it just a little bit longer. Just 13 minutes longer. But I don't like comparing films, but like I said, if I had to compare, it would be this movie. No, that movie, Tim Burton's, but this is good. Go buy it right now. If not, God's going to come down and slap you in the face. No, I'm kidding. But I'll be watching this, and then tonight I'll be watching this, the series. So this is Matt 4959 from Shadow Gaming Crew. We're coming up on 15 minutes here, but yep, I'm out.